You had sent me an email asking for your code.
I did.
I believe
Huh,
so.
crazy.
And I
I
sent
mean,
you.
it's understandable, but I don't remember sending it. So
I can
uh,
find that again.
see,
Probably.
I tried searching for it just because I
Okay.
thought you might have sent it to me. I didn't remember asking, but I thought you might have sent it to me already. And so I did. But Google, not Google, Outlook is so notoriously bad, I feel like, for finding things. So I tried all sorts of combinations and never could get to it.
Okay, let me see where that went. I think I just clicked out of it, so now I have to find it again.
I'm sorry about that.
While all y'all are looking at that, I'm going to tell you about my writing interviews this afternoon, which is why I'm still on the road because I left late. Nobody told me or introduced me to Jana, who lives around the corner from me.
Nobody introduced you.
Nobody ever introduced me to her and told me this is girl from Savannah in the program.
Oh, that's funny. I don't think I knew.
I didn't know she was from Savannah.
She lives around the corner. I'm not even
Oh,
Unlike
kidding. Around the corner.
unlike you,
no.
Stancy, we don't actually know everybody that lives in Savannah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go. Well, I don't either because I didn't know her.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay.
I
Yeah,
really
she's
liked
great.
her.
She's great.
She
Yeah,
is.
she's really good.
She is a polished student for show.
Yeah.
Hmm. She's got it going on.
I'm trying to find that
Yes.
email again, but
Well, you know what? If I search from you, maybe that will be easier. I mean, we did send quite a few emails back and forth, not that many, right? Let's see here. It would have come from you and not from Top Hat or something like
yeah,
that.
I think so.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, good.
Well, this is the original email from her with all the codes.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I mean, there's 4 instructors, and then I would have given you the 5th one in a row. So
Awesome.
that would be your
Okay.
code.
Oh, holy macanoly. Okay.
Yeah, they're like that, which is why it's difficult for students too,
Well, no
because you
kidding.
have to like give them their code and they have to put it in exactly right every time, or at least the first time.
Okay.
Anyway, so we'll just get started. What we're mostly going to do is go through how to get logged in once you have your code. So I'm recording this, so anybody who's not here, I can send this out later and they can see it. The only people who have a code so far are the ones that are teaching this term, and then Robin. So if you are not teaching it this term, you don't have one yet, but I have those and I can give them to you whenever you want them. If you want to get them ahead of time, if you're teaching next term, whatever, I can give them to you now or whenever you want them. So just let me know if you want your code and I can just send that out to you. But I'm going to have Robin just share her screen and go through how to log in with the code, and I can like walk you through how to do that so that everyone knows how to do it. And then this would be the same process you would use with your students to also for them to get it. So when you click on that link, it will look like this, and then you just click on Get eText. You don't need to click log.
Okay. Don't do the login.
Don't
Okay.
click
That's good.
login. Just click
I'm,
on Get
yes.
eText.
I'm a good one to demo this because I am prone to clicking on the wrong button.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you click on the student one, not the educator one. And so this will be exactly what you'll do with your students as well. So you'll put put the school name in here.
I do know Missouri does not have an E at the end.
And then just click on it. Yeah, it was there.
Oh, was it? Okay, there we go. Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll just have to make your own password whatever you want it to be.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this is making your login.
I
And then
see.
when you come back later, you can click on the login and then you'll be able to log in.
Okay,
Hmm.
well, that doesn't look good, does it?
Okay, maybe you do have, oh gosh, do you have to create an account first? You might have to create an account first.
Okay,
So
Okay.
then down at the bottom where it says create one,
create one, okay, gotcha,
you might have to do that first.
okay.
Try that.
Sure, I agree to the terms. No idea what
We
they
don't know
are.
what they are, but yeah.
Okay, create, oh, I gotta get an
Okay, so
email.
then you'll have to do that. So yeah, this will be the same thing you'll have to go through with your students. So just like on the first day of class, that might be something you just have to do on that first day. Give them all their codes and just walk them through doing this.
Okay. So I'm doing it on my phone right now, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess I could have probably done it there, but, okay. Okay, and now it says my account is set up, so,
Okay, so
okay.
you probably gonna want to go back to the beginning
Yeah, okay,
and just try
yeah,
logging in again, like from the very beginning.
yeah, let's see. Oh, that was
Yeah,
where I wanted to
yeah,
go,
right
wasn't it?
there.
Okay. Okay.
So I would click on get e-text again.
Yep, sorry, thank you.
And student, yeah, there we go. This should
Okay,
work
let's
now.
try this again. Well,
Maybe you typed it wrong.
I know, that's where I'm going. It's very possible. So on my phone, it says I have a 6-digit course join code or continue without one. You know, because I was trying to do
Okay,
the,
so yeah, that's what we need to look at because you need to continue without one.
okay. Sorry, I'm not showing this. I should have bounced over and done it on there. Okay. And then redeem bookstore access key. Is that what I
Yes.
need? Okay.
Yes.
And this is where I got to put in that. Oh boy, see, I really
Yeah,
should
so
have
try
done
it
it
on
on
now.
here.
See if you can get in
All
on
right.
here.
Okay, let's see if I can get over to chat. Okay.
Can you get this login to work on the computer?
Well, I don't know. It's not really letting me finish my. Well, let me see. Yeah, I still want to do this. I want to do this. I'm going to go back here. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I could do create an account, except for I'm halfway through creating the account on my phone. That was really a
Well, you've
misstep.
already created the account. You should just be able to log in now.
That's what I.
So you don't need to
that's what I
create
did.
another account. Just try to log in again.
Right. So I'll give it a try, but that's what wasn't working just a moment ago.
Yeah. Maybe because you've logged in on one. Yeah, I don't.
Maybe
You
let
cannot
me
attempt to
see.
log in with this email for 29 minutes. Okay, anyway.
Right. Okay.
So we're not going to be able to show it, I guess, on the screen.
Yeah.
But anyway, once you get past here, it will ask you about a 6-digit code and you need to say no, log in without it or whatever the other thing was. And then it will say to enter a separate code. And that's the code that I sent.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I better at least capture that code someplace. So I'll put it over here.
The codes are all like much more than 6 digits. So nobody has a 6-digit that whatever that
Right.
code, I don't even know what
So
that
it shouldn't-
is, but
It shouldn't be confusing then. Okay. Well, I logged out, I think, on my phone. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, okay.
it says you can't do it for 28 minutes,
Yeah,
but
I see that
anyway,
now. Okay, sorry. That's what you were trying to tell me, wasn't it? I apologize. Okay.
so
Do you want me to stop sharing then?
sure, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So once you are, let me just share my screen. So once you have already have an account and everything, and you've got, you know, access, if I
Mhm.
just click on get eText students, it's just going to take me straight in because I'm just automatically logged in already. So it'll just take me straight to the book. And so I'll just talk about some of the issues we've been having with the book in the format that it's in, and then some things that we might do to still be able to use it effectively. So you can sort of see already that it's not just like PDF of the book. It doesn't have any page numbers. It doesn't have, I mean, it's not just like it makes it very difficult to tell students which part you want them to read. For example, if you want them to read from the section on engaging language in the academy, they have to click on this, and then maybe you want them to do the what the academy is, but you want them to read this section of it. See how many times I have to click on that to get to the right thing? And so if you were writing that in your syllabus, you would have to say, okay, do the engaging the language of the academy, what the academy is, and then the part that says what the academy is under that. So how to get your students to read that ahead of time is going to be somewhat difficult. We know that students in 110 are less likely to read things we assign them anyway. And so it feels like if they can make some sort of excuse for why they couldn't figure out what to read, it's going to make them even more likely to not read that. So one of the things, though, that is good about it is that each of the sections are quite short. So like this section, what the academy is, if you look at how long this is like the whole section, and it's got several pictures and things like that. And that's the whole thing right there. So it's a very short section, right? So like if this was in paper form, that'd be like 2 pages, maybe 3 at the most. So you could just have them read that section at the beginning of class, and then you can talk to them about it. It has some interactive things on it. So there's like some quizzes and things like that. The answers to that don't go anywhere, but it can just show them their reading comprehension and things like that. But the best thing that I have come up with or thought of in terms of how to use it is just to have them read those sections like in class. Because obviously you can try to get them to read it ahead of time and figure out ways to put it on their syllabus or on Canvas, what part they're supposed to read. But if it's a section that's only this long, that's really not that long, and it would take them 5 minutes to read it at the beginning of class. And that seems like an easier way to use it. But yeah, so that's one of the bigger questions that we've had so far from the people who are using it.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Can you hyperlink to those like little chapters and stuff like that? Is that something I could paste into Canvas, or is that?
I doubt it, because everyone has their individual code and they have to open their own individual book.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like there's no page numbers and there's no way of just like putting a hyperlink to the section you want them to read.
Right.
As far as I know.
Okay. Even if they would, and I know I think you've told them, right, that this really needs, this is something that needs to be addressed. But I would think even if they didn't want to do page numbers, if they did section numbers, so if that first section was section 1, and then the one underneath it was A, and the one in that, and then you choose option 2, right, or whatever out of there.
I will tell them that because I had a meeting with two of the people. One of the person was one of the editors of this book, and then the other one was just someone else who works at Top Hat. But yeah, I told them all the feedback that we were having on it. They're trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing I can send to them too. Like
Yeah.
even if it was like section 1.8 or whatever, you know,
Right.
that would be easier to be able to put on a syllabus than trying to say all of these things, like whatever, all these sections. I mean, like some of them have multiple points underneath that, like, yeah.
Right. Well, and the other thing is like, you know, from looking at this here, a lot of them start with the same word, so you can't even really choose like, you know, all those main sections were all engaging. So it's not like you can even just put the shorthand version, you know. So, all right, cool.
Yeah. So the only one, Stancy, you're the only one here that is currently teaching the course. Do you have any insights on how you are using it or what you've been
Not yet.
doing? Not yet.
Not yet. I got all my students downloaded the or they have access to the text, but I have not had a chance to dive into the text. And I really would like a whole revamp on my 110 course. And I was hoping that this book was going to be the impetus to do that for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm not there yet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like the content of the book is really good. There's a lot of stuff on that's like transfer focused, and you know, there's a lot of really good stuff in it. That's why we picked it, because of the content. So I'm hopeful that people will be able to figure out ways to use it effectively in their classes in some way, even if it's just having them read parts of it at the beginning of class or whatever. Are there any other things that we need to discuss or questions anyone has?
So go ahead, Stancy.
I was just going to say, I would love for us to reconvene in just a little while so that we can focus on the teaching of it.
Yeah, I think people are only using it a little bit at this point. So
I don't think anybody's using it.
Jenny is using it.
Okay, well,
Jenny's definitely using it, but she's using it just having them read at the beginning of class, different sections of it. The only other person I've talked to is Amanda, and she's not using it at all. But she's probably going to if she teaches the class next time.
Yeah, and
the book just got to her later than it should have, and so she wasn't able to switch over her content.
Right. And Amanda, just to tell Luke and Stancy so that, you know, in case they don't know, she's teaching only OP students and they have to purchase it on their own anyway. So they just purchased the other, you know, the old book, I think, or maybe not at all. I don't know, Heather, you know better what she's doing in there, but it wasn't as much of an issue because they're OP students, right, that have to purchase their stuff anyway. So they can be off cycle with textbook services. And that's kind of okay. So, yeah.
Hey, the other thing, I was curious, how does it look on the phone?
Oh, good question. Well, you know, I didn't follow through the process here. I just logged out, so I didn't take a look. But does anybody know how it looks for students on the phone?
I have not looked it up on my phone. So it's supposed to be phone friendly. So okay. I hope that it's user friendly on the phone. I mean, it hasn't been very user friendly on the computer, so it is supposed to be one that can be used on a phone and be readable. So hopefully it is.
Right. And sometimes things are one way and not the other, you know. So
yeah,
absolutely. So Stancy, are there things in here you know you're going to use and you just have to get back to them and figure it out, or are you just really just hanging until next time?
I want to, so I think that I could change my course. I haven't committed to doing anything per se, but I would like to. Like I haven't even had time to sit down and read through the book. I remember reading the book when we picked it, But,
Mhm.
and I know there's good stuff in it, but I just haven't had time. Yeah.
So Heather, this didn't always happen in the past by any means. I can think of times that I didn't do this and the person before me did it sometimes and didn't do it, but would you think about putting together like a sample syllabus using it? Just kind of to give people a feel for, or even a sample unit. I don't know, it might not even have to be a whole syllabus, but just even a sample go at one paper or something to, I don't know, give people a little bit of a start for imagining. And what I think I'm hearing it from Stancy is it's different enough that it's like maybe hard to imagine, or there's maybe a little bit more mental work. Is that what I'm understanding, Stancy? Than like another kind of textbook where you go, oh, and here's this, and then you plug in those numbers and you go, oh, that's chapter 2 in this book. Great,
That's a
fantastic.
fair assessment. Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Okay,
Yeah, I could do something like that.
okay,
I mean, I personally am not teaching 110
right. I know. Right,
in the foreseeable future. I don't know. So
right.
I don't,
I know.
yeah, but and currently I'm not even using the current textbook. I don't even know what the old textbook was. I was not using it, whatever it was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got
It would be it would
Yeah.
be completely different for like whatever the next iteration of my course would be using this
Sure.
text,
Sure.
because I wasn't using a textbook at all before.
Well, no time like the present to get a jump start. No, just kidding.
I may not teach the class for another 4 years, but I'll make my syllabus now.
Won't you be happy when you come back and realize you already
Well,
started
I have
it?
a new book by then.
I know.
By then I'll be able to tell you what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah,
Well, that's true.
probably
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who all do we have right now? It's Ashley, Jenny, Stancy. Is that correct?
And CJ.
And CJ, right? Okay. Okay. All
And I
right.
have not
So
heard anything from CJ on whether she's using the book or anything. So
He's
okay.
not using it. He's not.
Yeah. That's what I assumed, actually.
Okay. Yeah. And again, yeah, like kind of like you said, Heather, I mean, I know you and I have talked about it. We're not, neither of us, I think, are big text users in general. But I do like it when they have some good stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about? Questions we have?
Good. Yeah, good question. Anything else, Stancy, you think we should know, having been in it and looked around?
Um,
I'm teaching it in the spring, I think, by the way. So
well, by the time you get ready to teach it, I will be able to tell you all kinds of things.
oh good. Well, all right then. Tell him to Heather and she can put him on blast out to everybody.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can have another meeting like this at the end of the term when, 4 people have had a chance to teach with it, and now other people are going to be able to after that. So that I think would be helpful for the people who teach it next term and next year to hear after people have used it for a semester
Yeah, I agree.
how it worked and what was good and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is probably too much to add on, but I'd kind of like to know just in general what everybody's doing in 110. I've lost sight of that. And so, I'm curious about that as well. Like what kinds of assignments are people doing? What's working? What's not working? I could just do my same old, which worked okay, worked fine. I kept with it for a while for a reason, I guess, but I'm always interested in new ideas. And I know that when we moved away from the portfolio assessment, I think that opened things up quite a bit. And I'm guessing people have landed on some stuff they like well enough or pretty well. So I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, so we can add that too. I mean, we can have a meeting close to the end of the term that's kind of about all of that.
Okay, just kind of like a 110 teaching workshop or
Just in
session
general,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
Okay. Any last minute things? Okay,
We're back.
I guess that's it.
All right.
We'll see you all later.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.